right, let's go. Welcome, everybody. Hey there, Jess. We're so excited to have y'all here. Looks like we got people from Tulsa, a lot of Dallas peeps, love it. Wisconsin, all right. Fort Worth, Minneapolis, St. Louis, awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. We really appreciate it. And we got, I swear I say this at the beginning of every webinar, but we have so much to cover today. So we're gonna try to just go ahead and get into it. A few housekeeping things. We will be recording this session, and if you have any questions, you can definitely message in that chat box. We have the lovely Stephanie Black there to answer any questions that you guys might have. And yeah, let's go ahead and dive into it. For those of you who have attended one of our master classes before, you probably know who I am. My name is Melissa. I am the client marketing specialist here at One Day. And then today with us, we have the excellent Jessica Askin. Go ahead and give us a little background on you.
Yes, hi everyone. Thank you all so much for joining. I am Jessica. I am one of the senior client success advisors here at One Day. I've been here for a little under 2 years, and yeah, I'm really excited to co-host with Melissa today and super pumped for all of y'all to join as well.
Yeah, awesome. So today's webinar is kind of under the assumption that everyone here understands that both social media and video are very impactful tools for your business and your community. So if you still have questions about why you should be using social media or why you should be using video in your strategy, great questions. We're glad you're asking. Reach out to your client success advisor if you're a partner, or if you aren't one of our partners yet, you can definitely book a demo with us to learn more. So of those social media marketers who use video, 93% say video is a vital component of their strategies, their social media strategies. So if you needed just a little bit of data to back that up, there's that. Now let's dive into it. What we're talking about today is how to use these two secret weapons in conjunction for what I like to call maximum impact, which is like kind of intense, but we're going to go with it. So social media, it varies dependent on your business, what you're using. We found that most of our partners are utilizing LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. So we're going to be focusing more on those kinds of platforms. Just keep that in mind. You can definitely transition and interpret it for whatever other platforms you're using, but keep that in mind. We're also going to be talking about your community or your business's social media, so not particularly your personal social media. All right, a lot of things to preface, but let's go ahead and dive into it. So, you know, I love to start with a little chat bomb, just hearing what you all have to say. A lot of industries live in these platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, so keep that in mind. I want to ask you all, what is posted on your community's social media? I want you guys to share that in the chat box. It doesn't have to be videos, just any content at all. Is it blogs? Is it, you know, pictures, whatever? Go ahead and put in the chat box what is being shared on your community or your business's social media. Jess, I want to ask you, because you work with a lot of our partners, what kind of content do you usually see them posting on their social media?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's a ton of different things that I see across all of our partners. I'd say probably the top 3 that I see the most are, you know, units available in your community, also any type of move-in specials that are going on throughout that month. And then, of course, you know, any special events or holidays that are being celebrated in the community.
Yeah, definitely. And I think those are all really great things and very necessary things for you to post on your social media. But I think today we're going to talk about a lot of other things you can post outside of that. Looks like we got employee spotlights. I love that. That's such a great idea. Resident testimonials. Fantastic. Special events. We see a lot of that. Fun workouts is great. Welcoming new staff. That's awesome. Employee and resident spotlights. Awesome. So we're going to talk a little bit about what you can kind of capture, especially if you're getting started with social media. So if you are brand new to the realm of social media, don't worry, we're going to give you a little step. It's actually one of the first parts we talked about today to kind of get started. What kind of content can you capture? Now, leaning a little bit more into the video side of it all, I want you guys to be honest with me. Out of all of the content that's posted on your LinkedIn, your Facebook, your Instagram, how much of that social media content is video? I'm going to launch a poll here in just a second. Launch. All right. So is more than half of your social media content video? If so, that's really awesome. You're kind of on the forefront here. Less than half is video. That's a really great starting point. That's really something we can work with. And if you're new to social media, or maybe you're just not that into it yet, maybe you have barely any to none of your content being video. Honest answers only.
We
All
love
right.
the honesty.
So it's looking like we have, we still got a lot of votes coming in. Definitely the smallest portion here is having more than half being video, which is totally fine. Let's get you to a good place where you can start having a lot more video content wrapped in. So let's see if I can end this poll here. And it says share results. So hopefully you guys can see that too. Cool, cool, cool. So let's chug along here. Today, we're going to be talking about how to really incorporate video into your social media strategy, really using those together. So we're going to talk about three main areas. We're going to be talking about evergreen content, what that is and how you can capture it, establishing your roots and how you can really do that through your network on social media. And then lastly, talking about video messaging and actually using it as a form of communication on social media to form more authentic connections, which is what we're all about here at One Day. All right. So let's just get into it here. What is evergreen content? So evergreen content is stuff that can be posted on social media anytime and it's still relevant. So maybe it's not a picture of your residence holding up a sign that says Happy Valentine's Day, right? Very specific piece of content that you're capturing there. So you ideally want evergreen content that you can post on your social media whenever you have the time to. So it's very easy to get lost in this wormhole talking about the benefits of evergreen content and really just social media in general. So we're going to try to keep this webinar concise. We'll be taking questions at the end, along with our client success team being available to our partners to chat more about it. So what is some great content that can be posted whenever? Great evergreen content. Maybe you have a book club that meets regularly at your community, or you have a lot of really fun pets at your community. Maybe you have a bar or coffee bar that's really poppin', or you have other really great community features that a lot of your residents love. This is a really great way if you are just getting started with social media. Let's say you have a crazy week during Valentine's Day and you forget to post a video of your residents making Valentine's Day cards. You're kind of out of luck, right? But with the evergreen method, you can build up a library of videos. You can post anytime you have free time. And we know that your schedules get crazy. So in order to capture good video content that is authentic, you have to be in tune with your residents and also what's happening at your community. So have you noticed a lot of people are hanging around the dog park in the mornings, or is the coffee bar really popular on a certain night or morning? Maybe the bar is popular at night and then the coffee bar is popular on a specific morning, but what parts of your community are your residents also utilizing the most? At my community where I live, our Amazon lockers are like an awesome feature. And I bet you so many people pick up packages from that every single day. That's a really great feature to highlight on your social media. So you have to get in there and tap that record button. This is the type of content that is great to share and get a good feel for what a community is like, not just what it's like on a holiday or a big event, which we're all guilty of posting those things. And if we just stick to those things, it's not really showing our full extent of our community. So additionally, if you don't manage your own social media, capturing evergreen content is really, really helpful for the person who does. If you say have one person at your community who manages it, you have someone at the home office or a third party, when those social media managers don't have people like you that capture great, authentic, evergreen content, video content especially, they have to default to stock videos, stock images. And that's where we kind of look over here to the right at these images. I want to show you the difference between something that is stock and something that is more authentic, something that someone like you guys took the moment to capture. And granted, these are videos, we're video people, so I'm going to throw in the cliche, a picture's worth 1,000 words. Imagine how many words a video is worth. But I want you guys to just kind of notice the difference on that there. If you have any other evergreen content ideas, definitely drop those in the chat box. And I know that was very thorough. I'm going to be doing a lot of talking, and I promise you, Jess has a lot to say too. She's very, very smart. So let's talk about establishing your roots. This is a really big one too. It can be hard to get someone to move into your community if they feel they're not connected with the neighborhood or the greater community, right? Your city, your town. And it can be hard to get move-ins or feel like you're a part of that neighborhood if your community is new. So any marketing professional will tell you that expanding your network to get your name out there, it's a huge benefit to your business. In most instances, your network is your neighborhood, especially if you are working at a community. And so nowadays, the easiest way and most efficient way to get in touch with others and get in touch with your network is through social media. Let's be honest, everyone's meeting through social media these days. So it's time to hop on the train. I would also argue that the most effective way to make those connections is with the video. So how do we do that? Support events in your neighborhood. Share videos of your employees participating in your city's marathon. Capture some fun videos at your neighborhood festival. You can share those on social media and tag different event pages or people and get your community's name out there. Share a video of a local choir that came in and performed for your residents, or promote a local bakery down the street by giving all of your residents cookies, and then tag the business in a video on Facebook. When you promote others as well, they're going to want to in turn promote you. Now, I know, again, I'm doing a lot of talking, but Jess has a thought here too. Jess had a partner who created a video contest on Facebook. Do you want to talk a little bit more about that, Jess?
Yeah, for sure. It was such an awesome way to promote their community. So they were a brand new community, and they created a one-day video just kind of, talking about this summer gift basket that they put together, and they were doing a giveaway for it. So they had a bunch of awesome fun things in the gift basket, but they had 3 things that they wanted to do to enter that giveaway. So one was to follow their Facebook community page. The second was to tag 2 friends in the comments. And then the last one was to actually share the post. So super fun, inviting way to draw attention to their community, but also have some fun giveaway attached to it as well. So yeah. super creative, but also easy way to create a video and promote your community, especially if you're new.
Yeah, absolutely. And the people in that video were so fun too. Like, I didn't even live in the town, and I was like, I wish I could have entered to win this contest. And all you have to do is comment and tag and share. And when they do those things, they push your community and that video out to their network on social media. So suddenly when they share your video by entering into the contest, then other people in their network are sharing the video and your name gets out there. So that's a really fun way that I think a lot of social media gurus figure out how to expand their network. And again, maybe not a beginner step. If it is, good for you. But if you have questions about it, again, that's what our client success team is here to help you with. Cool. So let's get into video messages, Jess.
Awesome, video messages. So obviously this leads us to our third topic today, how you can use video and social media within video messaging, right? So we know that video can help you stand apart from your competition, but it is also capturing the attention of your audience more than just a regular message would. And this is especially for those personalized videos that you're creating. It's just so much more impactful. And to be honest, your audience is more likely to respond if you do have a video attached into those messages. So if you can see on the right side of the screen, this is just one example that you can use video in your messaging. This one's specifically for recruitment purposes. So maybe you're on LinkedIn, you create a one-day video of yourself explaining a position that you're hiring for. Send a message to a candidate that you think that would be a super good fit for your community. Share that video in your message, just like we see here on the right. Now, you can also do this for Instagram or Facebook. I know I'm sure all of you get a ton of inquiries through Instagram or Facebook. A great way to do this is create a video, thanking that prospect for reaching out to you, maybe provide some next steps in that video as well, and attach it in your response and your message. I know I have some partners that use automated responses in Facebook messages. You know, somebody reaches out, an automatic message gets sent to them. A great way to be efficient with using video and social media in those responses is to just include that video link in those automated responses as well. Great way to use video messaging. I know our team is always finding unique ways to include videos in their messages, and they do it all the time, just like these examples as well.
Genius. I love the automated message idea. That's so smart. Like everyone's using automated messages nowadays. Why not make yours stand out with a video?
Yeah. And especially with those automated messages, you can just make a generic video. It's totally fine to have a generic video as a follow-up to those prospects and just use it in that automated message.
Yeah. Genius. Cool.
Well, that leads us to the new Share Anywhere feature, Melissa. I can talk on this as well. I'm sure y'all are asking, okay, Jessica, now where can I find this link that you're talking about that I can actually use for social media? Great question. Well, let's watch this little clip and we'll find out. Awesome. Yeah, I got excited, especially that music and the graphics were amazing. But it's so simple. Like it really is as simple as this short video was. You simply use the Share Anywhere feature to copy that link to your video after you create it. And you can paste it directly into your social media, whether that's a direct message like we just talked about. You can post it into a comment on social media. And then also just like a general Facebook or LinkedIn post, just paste that link right in there and there you have it. Simple as that.
Awesome. That's an exciting feature. I hope some of y'all get in there and try it out after this webinar. Cool. Well, that's about everything that we covered today. I know we're almost at 20 minutes, but we're going to hang out for just a little bit longer and answer any questions we have. We definitely have some questions here that Stephanie gathered from you all. Let's go ahead, Jess, I'm going to ask you one first.
Yeah, of course.
I have a question that asks, what types of videos should I be posting on each social media channel?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I'm not sure if y'all caught that at the end of that little video clip we watched, but share where your audience is. That's super important. You don't just want to be sharing random stuff on different social media sites. Generally, Instagram is geared towards a younger audience. So, you know, if you do have a younger crowd, maybe Instagram is going to be where you want to live for certain videos. Facebook is geared towards older people or older audience. So you want to make sure that those types of videos are posted on Facebook. And then LinkedIn is really a mix of both. We really do see younger and older crowd utilizing LinkedIn as well.
Yeah, definitely. You nailed it. We have another question that says, how long should videos be on social media? Good question. We get often the question, just how long should videos be, period. From my perspective, social media videos need to be shorter than maybe your average videos, because if you're on social media, you're looking at a lot of content all at once, and your attention span is a lot shorter than if, say, you get a personalized virtual tour in your email, right? So my rule of thumb, keep your videos less than a minute if you're going to put it on social media. Take that with a grain of salt, depending on what you're posting, where you're posting it, up to you. But I would say if your usual videos are 3 minutes long, you definitely want your videos on social media to be shorter than that.
Yeah, definitely. Our attention spans, you know, are a lot shorter than you can imagine.
Okay. So let's see if there's any other questions. We got a question on why is it called Evergreen Content? Good question. The concept is that you can post this evergreen content whenever you want, and it's still going to be relevant, right? So you can capture a video of like the Amazon lockers at your community, or maybe you have a really cool garden in the back of your community. You can post the new waterfall in the back of your garden, say any time of the year, and it's still going to be relevant. People are still going to look at that and say, oh, that's a really cool feature of the community. And there's no like strict timeline on when you have to post that and whether or not it's going to be relevant. Really good question. Cool. Well, it looks like we have a couple other questions that will definitely get addressed by your client success advisors, if not today. But other than that, thank you guys so much for joining. We really appreciate it. We will be sending out this recording of this webinar out to you guys as well. So if you want to share it with your colleagues, you definitely can. Otherwise, we look forward to seeing you guys next month as well. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.